It's time to wake up, Warriors.
One of the girls' teams is preparing for a special tournament on Saturday. Keep watching to know more about how they prepared for this big event.
There are many different holidays celebrated throughout the world. Stick around to find out more about the Spanish holiday that is right around the corner.
All this and more on today's episode of Wake Up Warriors.
Live from Penn Trafford High School. This is Wake Up Warriors. Wake Up Warriors starts now.
Hello and good morning, Penn Trafford, and welcome to Wake Up Warriors. Today is Friday, January 5th. I'm Sophia Laspina.
And I'm Cody Hines McCutcheon.
The competition is having a very important tournament on Saturday. We sent out reporter Cole Van Ijseldijk to find out how the cheerleaders are getting ready for their event.
The competition cheer team is preparing for the Whippy-Oles tournament coming up tomorrow. I spoke to some of them to figure out how they've been getting ready for the big event.
I'm a main base on the competition cheer team, and this Saturday we have Whippy-Oles coming up, and our goal is to make it to states, which is at Hershey's this year. And so the big difference is from first place to fifth place, it could be just by a point. So it's really all comes down to just technique, and that's what our team is going to do. We've been practicing hard for it.
This weekend they take 9 out of 15 teams to go to Hershey, so they take the best of the best. And this year we've had many obstacles, many injuries, but everyone has played a huge role to make sure our routine is great for this weekend.
We have been preparing a lot the past 2 weeks. We've been doing 2 full outs per practice. We've been doing circle stunts and lots of reps for our stunts and tumbling, so it's all perfect.
The cheerleaders also told me about how they like to keep themselves motivated during their competitions.
One practice our team prioritizes is our saying practice called Habits. We have it on our shirts, we have it on our shoelaces, and it's just a great reminder.
So pretty much what that means is exactly how it sounds. It's all about muscle memory, good technique, and working together as a team and rooting each other on.
And it's just a nice reminder when you're about to compete, you look at your shoes and see the gold habits, and you just know you've done it millions of times, so you can do it one more.
This has been Cole Van Ijseldijk reporting for PT
The Three Kings Day is a holiday celebrated in Spain. This holiday has many different traditions and history with it. We sent reporter Stephanie Bulwer to find out more about this holiday and what the AP Spanish class is doing to commemorate this day.
Tres Reyes is a holiday celebrated by Spanish-speaking countries. Basically, kids will put their shoes outside and a list of what they want from the Three Kings, and the next morning, the Three Kings will leave them gifts and sweets.
This Spanish holiday has a very rich past and religious context.
So the history of the Three Kings is celebrated. We celebrate the holiday on the 6th of January, and it's commemorating when the Three Kings went to Bethlehem to visit baby Jesus after he was born. And it's said that they brought him 3 gifts. And so we kind of mimic that and have the Three Kings bring the kids gifts the night of the 5th into the 6th. We also, on the 6th, we celebrate with the family. We have a traditional round bread. It has like candied fruits on top and sugar.
They actually attach their letters to balloons so that the Three Kings can get them. It's a bit more religious than Christmas is here in America, but it's still a little bit similar to how we celebrate it with the list and the gifts and things like that.
To celebrate this holiday coming up, the AP Spanish students were coloring shoes. This has been Stephanie Bulwer reporting for PTTV.
As Mr. Edgerly is retiring soon, the school's favorite media center teacher is stepping up to take on the role of teaching Mr. Edgerly's classes. Reporter Cole Van Ijseldijk spoke with this teacher to find out more.
So I was hired on December 20th board meeting with the new assistant superintendent, and my first official start date will be February 1st. And unfortunately, Mr. Edgerly will be leaving us on February 2nd, but I'm very excited to get started to replace Mr. Edgerly. And I'll be teaching honors, U.S. history, and reel-to-reel. And I think those 2 classes are really up my alley. I love United States history. I love watching movies and film, and kind of incorporating both of those into a class is just like awesome to me. So I'm very excited to get started, and like I said, it's going to be really sad to see Mr. Edgerly go, since I've pretty much seen him since when I went to school here and all the way to his last retirement day. But it's kind of bittersweet to kind of get that job.
The Drawing and Painting 2 classes are finishing up their last big project of the year. A Dean Russo-inspired pet and portrait students are able to use full creativity to create this piece. They choose their scale color palette and even the pet they decide to paint. Reporter Morgan Arlia spoke with one of the students on her opinion of this project.
We are working on our last big project of the semester, and it's a Dean Russo-inspired piece of our pets. I like that we got to work on a larger scale than we usually would in an art class. I also like that we got to work with a meaningful animal.
Lately, it's been chilly outside, and it's important to dress accordingly. We sent out reporter Chris Perbola to get a word with Mrs. Sanowski about what she's doing for those in need of winter clothes.
Okay, so it's winter time and it's getting cold outside, and we want to help you. So if you are in need of a winter coat or a winter hat and maybe even a scarf and you need to warm up, stop down at the carrying closet. Stop to see me, Mrs. Sanowski, Serena Costa, or one of your guidance counselors, and we'll help you out. We'll do our best to find one that fits you and that you feel like you're styling.
Maybe we need to stop caring.
Sign-ups are currently available for the Drama Guild Cruise, and Mrs. Haberberger has all the information. Reporter Maddie Longo went out to find out more information.
Hi, we have crew sign-ups for the Drama Guild for the Spring Musical Bye Bye Birdie. We're going to have a meeting on Monday night to go over all of the different crews that you can sign up for. I sent an email out to all the students with signing up and the information that goes along with it. We have a paint crew that works after school. We have a props crew, a costume crew, and a hair and makeup crew that meet in the evenings when the students are at rehearsal. And from those crews and from what you do throughout the season, that's how we pick the backstage deck crew that works through the performance. So if you have any questions, come see me in room 139 or send me an email. We'd love to have you help us out with the crew.
PT Ski and Board is starting their season. On Friday, January 12th, they are headed to Seven Springs. Senora Birch spoke with us for more information on their first trip.
Hello everyone, I'm Senora Birch. I'm one of the advisors for PT Ski and Board, and we are finally heading to the mountain on Friday, January 12th for our first ski and board trip of the season. So if you're not part of the club, you need to go to room 207 and get the forms outside of Senora Flynn's room, fill them out, do what they tell you to do, turn them back in so you're inside the club, and also sign up for our trip by Monday. To sign up for our first trip, you need to get your information to get your money to Senora Flynn outside room 207 before Monday the 8th, and you will be on the ski bus heading for fun.
Now it's time for the sports rundown. Good morning, Paul. What do you have for us today?
Thanks, Cody. The boys hockey team took on Hempfield last night for an away game at Kirk's Nevin Arena. Winning 4-1, goals were scored by TJ Ferguson, Drew Hall, Marco Ferracio, and Camden Kisty. Their next game is against Latrobe in 6 days. Here's Kyler Doran, Marco Ferracio, and Drew Hall to talk about the game last night.
Big win today for the boys. Back on track.
3-1.
Hempfield K.
Big win for the boys here. We really needed that coming out.
Down a goal. Our line comes out. Berries. Find one. Get the momentum going. Bury another one. Boys come out. Strike again. Hardest celly of all time.
Next up, Latrobe.
Latrobe's next. Pop out. Kirk Nevin Arena. 7:15. I'll see you guys there.
The Penn Trafford Rifle team's first regular section match was yesterday. The team traveled to Keystone Rod and Gun Club where they faced off against Hempfield. In a hard-fought battle, they sadly lost with a final score of Hempfield 798-55X to Penn Trafford 797-44X. The top scorers were Carly Valenza with 109X, Ivy Thomas with 105X, Bailey Enrico with 105X, and the next match is scheduled for Tuesday against Mount Lebanon away. Tonight in sports, the wrestling team travels to Greensburg Salem for the WCCA meet at 5 o'clock. The girls' basketball team travels to Upper St. Clair for a 5:30 game to take on the Black Panthers, and the boys' basketball team hosts Gateway tonight in a 7:30 tip-off against the Gators. And to round off sports for this weekend, the varsity competition cheer team heads to Chartiers Valley High School this Saturday for the Whitfield Competitive Spirit Championship. Good luck to our Warriors tonight. That's all I have for sports today. Now let's send it back to Sophia and Cody at the desk.
That's all for our show today. Please stand for the pledge of the flag. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Cody.
Have a great day, PT.